Hi, it's Martin Webb. I'm back with my fourth part of my documentary series on starting a bootstrap web startup, Tillify.com. If you've not seen my previous videos, so there's 3 other parts to this series, parts 1, 2 and 3. Check them out, they're on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to go straight back into where I left off. We were looking at the device, the panel for the PC Mac. Currently we're running on a PC in Google Chrome. We put a sale through a transaction, simply did that. The till has locked itself, so I've not been using it. I'm going to talk about that very, very quickly. When you set up your shift start each day, you can set things like, I want the till to lock itself if it's not touched for 2 minutes, and that's exactly what's happened here. It's locked itself, so I would need to log back in. Just talking about this login process here. A lot of web-based systems, when you set up a store on other cloud-hosted web point-of-sale systems, they expect you to dish out web logins for your staff. What that means is that effectively, unless they have IP locking, the staff could log in from somewhere else, perhaps from home, and could start looking at your business data or even using your till panel. 1 or 2 of them would let you do that out of the box. They would allow your staff to log in from home and start running tills, sales, which is pretty useful, but it perhaps is not something you'd want your staff to be doing. With this login panel here, this is a localized panel, it's a localized login, and these users are localized to this device, which means that they can only log in on this device. Their login codes are only stored on this device, they're not stored up in the cloud. It's not meant to protect the system from hackers, it's meant to protect it from people tampering at the point of sale, the checkout point, i.e. a child or somebody, or perhaps somebody that shouldn't be looking at your checkout that walks up to it. It means they can't see what you're doing or see how much you've been taken or how much is in the cash drawer. Of course, you can dish out web logins. We'll come to that later in another series. So let's get back into the panel. As you can see, we're back where we left off. One more point. If we lose the internet connection, it won't affect us running the till all day long. Also, if the power goes out or the browser closes or we crash it down, if we reset the browser, the panel will just lock itself and it will reload itself as quickly as it just did, with all the sales that it's run still remaining, so no data is lost. That's a very important thing you need if you're running a retail or a checkout system, is to make sure that you have the uptime in case there's any sort of kind of error or any sort of problem. So let's crack on. I've got 2.5 minutes left of this particular video. So I press F2 to accept payment over here. It pops up the payment window. There's $8.34 due. We're going to take a payment in cash. All we need to do is just hit the cash button. It will instantly assume that the person is paying the amount that is due because I haven't typed an amount in. Okay, it also hasn't completed the sale. It's not printed out a receipt yet on my printer, and it hasn't fired open the cash drawer because I'm a rookie user, and it's going to allow me to confirm that I'm happy with the things that I've done. I'm not happy with that payment. The person wants to give me $10, let's say, so I'm going to clear that payment out, and I can now press the $10 key, and it will now take the $10 and show me the change that's due. If I want to, okay, I can clear it out again. If I type in $12, for example, for some, or let's type in $9. I'll use an amount that makes sense. If I type in $9 and then hit the cash button, it will now take $9 and now show the change. Now I'm happy with that, so I will now press complete. So I hit the complete button, it shows the change that's due. Because I'm running a restaurant or a cafe, it's going to allow me to add a tip. If the person wants to leave me the change, I can just press the keep change button. It will now put that into tip, and it should say the change is now 0, but we haven't sorted it out. We'll do that later. So that's now completed that transaction. I can now hit done, and I'm back into my serve screen to serve my next customer, which I can now do. So I've now got an eating customer. I can add a sale. Okay, while I'm doing that, another customer might turn up. I can create a new sale. Okay, I can serve another eating customer like I'm serving tables, and I can now run in a latte for them. I can go back, I can add some Barlow for them, and I can switch between the 2 sales. So I can manage 2 sales, and if I want to run tables, I can give these numbers so they'll show the table numbers as well. So using the till panel, I can actually put up as many sales as I like, which is a pretty smart way of using the till. It means that we can really easily flick between our sales. We can add items to them as and when we want. We can take payment for them, as I'm doing now, and complete those sales, and they will be removed out of the transaction list. Okay, that demonstrates the simple functionality of Tillify. Watch part 4 for more functionality. Thanks for watching.